Hello, this is the Timeless Tarot, and today's reading is going to be for you if you are looking for love. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we have Seven of Pentacles, you're waiting. Yeah. This card actually looks like you're fed up of waiting. This person has a resigned look on their face, as if to say, it might never happen. I've been waiting a long time. I've been working on all sorts of things, my own wealth, health, worth, all represented by these pentacles here. And there still isn't very much available. That's what that feels like. And actually, further underneath that, we have the Seven of Cups, which is a card of confusion and options, but the options aren't really the sort of things you want. So now it feels like there's nothing on offer. Yeah. I'm just going to have another look underneath. So we have Death and the Knight of Cups. Death is a big change, and the Knight of Cups is a younger man than you, possibly, or a young man offering love. So if you've been in a situation that you've been single for a while and you've been looking and you haven't been making much progress, the great thing is here they're both cards of action. Death is an inevitable change, so you won't be in this state forever. And the Knight of Cups is somebody's coming to present their cup of love to you. They're both cards of movement. They're both on horses. Things are changing, which is great news. In terms of signs who could be coming in, Death is a Scorpio. Knight of Cups could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or just maybe somebody a little bit more sensitive, perhaps. Great, lovely. Right, so on the face of it, it looks like things are changing, which is good news. To the centre, it looks like you're wanting to take action, but you're not taking action quite yet. Aces are divinely presented, so you're being gifted the card of action. What is stopping you from taking a leap of faith forward and into action is possibly your own pride. Could be. The Emperor can signify Aries, but it can also signify pride. They're both highly energetic cards though. And so the energy of wanting to take action is being prevented by determination not to take action. It feels like. It could be that this doesn't feel like the appropriate energy for you to be in, particularly if you're a feminine. You might not feel like you want to be taking on such a masculine, action-orientated role. It does feel a bit like that. If you are a masculine, however, it could be your pride that's stopping you from taking action. But why? Let's have a clarifier for the Emperor. Okay. King of Pentacles. This is a financially secure, stable male. In terms of looking for love, I would say that kings are probably a better energy than knights. It does depend on your age though, however. If you're very young watching this, then knight energy is good. Or if you particularly prefer younger men, the knight energy is good. If you're wanting somebody stable and secure, then the king energy would be better for you. What is preventing you from taking action? Do you know what it feels to me like? You feel like you're okay on your own and you're not really wanting to put yourself out there again. That's what it feels like, that you've got yourself in a good position. Maybe you've sorted out. Do you remember at the start I said you'd been working on your health, your wealth and your worth, and I think you've got yourself into a good position. You're in a good energy, good personal energy, and maybe you're just happy to stay in it for now, possibly. That's good. What's even better is that on the face of it, you've got the ability to get what you want. This is the Magician. He's the card of manifesting. So everybody can see you're in a good place and everybody can see that you're primed and ready for the next step, is what it feels like. The Magician has everything he needs at his fingertips. We have got a lot of action at the centre of this reading. Now I've got to try and work out whether or not that's actually requiring you to do something, or whether or not the action is coming from somebody else towards you. I suppose we could see it either way. This reading is for the next 4 to 6 weeks, and it is for you if you are, or possibly for you, if you are looking for love. And I said that hopefully we'd find out who's coming in and how you're going to meet them. Well, in terms of astrology, This could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, mature man. Doesn't have to be older, but mature. So if he's younger, he's grown up for his years. Let's put it that way. A very stable energy. Let's get a clarifier for the Magician. Why do we have the Magician in the crowning position? Coming to the end of something. It's the end of the waiting, I think. And that is bringing in a big change. I think that's what that is saying. Because we've got these energies that are underpinning the whole thing. And you are in a very good positive phase where you can see what's been going wrong in the past and you're getting rid of that. And in the future, you're ready. This feels like you're really ready to me. Ready for a change. Ready to lay down the burdens of the past or the troubles of the past. It could be that you've had a lot of short-term relationships and you've got a bit ground down by them because you don't feel like you've been making much progress. And if that's the case, then really good news. You're manifesting something better. And don't forget, we have got a love offer coming in. What's underneath, hidden, obscured, not clear or not shown, that you have had some sort of wake-up call. This goes hand in hand with the Magician. I think, and it's what I said at the start, you've been working on yourself, and I think maybe you've recognised the way forward was not what you were doing in the past, and so that's changed. You've woken up to the fact that, well, let's look what came with it. We have the Hierophant and the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of victory. The Hierophant could be a marriage, but it's also the card of tradition. And Judgment itself is the card of reawakening, re-emerging. It could be that you've actually had to sort of hide yourself away for a bit. I feel like that might be a thing for some of you. Some of you might have come out of a marriage and have sort of been licking your wounds for a bit, hiding, potentially. If that's the case, that phase is ended. And you're coming into a much better energy. Actually, I think you've been through quite a period of growth. I don't think you're even aware of it yourself, but it feels to me like you're quite different from how you used to be. I think that perhaps your energy in the past, I don't know if you were coming at things from a very traditional perspective or you were a very traditional type of person. Something's changed here and you're going to have a much better outcome in the future. And it's to do with a change in mindset, I think. Six of Wands is a card of victory. So if you've been trying to shift your mindset into a more positive mode in order to attract in love, then you have done that. Other people won't know that. Other people won't have seen that. You might have been working on yourself in secret. Not that these sorts of things have to be secret. There's something there makes me feel like you don't want to be laughed at or ridiculed in a way. So it's probably safer not to say anything, but you can feel the change. This is a card of change. This is the card of an ending. This is a card of manifesting change. This is the card of waking up to needing a change. And this is the card of victory. So whatever you've been doing behind the scenes, it's worked. Or it's working, currently working. In the past, we have the Six of Pentacles. Things were equal. You wanted things to be equal. Maybe things weren't equal, and that's why it's in the past. This is the card of all things being fair. Why do we have the Six of Pentacles in the past? Because realistically, we would like that in the future. I think it's what I said a minute ago. Things weren't fair in the past. I think initially you thought things were fair, and I think you thought you had a good thing going on, but it ended. And it left you feeling like, were you ever going to find love again? I think. So it feels to me like some of you could have been in a marriage and you might have come out of one, or a long-term relationship that's ended. And I think in the future, you're fearing that you're going to be in this state for a long time. I don't believe that to be the case. The Tower is a negative card. Talks really of disaster, upheaval, and drama. And I think that is what you're fearing, that you're going to be in this position for a long time. It sort of feels a little bit like whatever good thing you had in the past that's ended, Feels like that was your time to have a good time and now you won't ever have it again. That's sort of what it feels like. You're resigned to the fact that you can't get what you want. I don't believe that's true at all, but I believe it's possible to feel that way. There is an offer coming in, a small offer. Ooh, yeah, wow. I had two there, I didn't realise. So to clarify the Tower, we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a message. It is good news. It could be a message. It's more likely to be a small gift or a token or something that comes in small but has potential to grow. That's what the Page of Pentacles is offering. And what's clarifying the Tower along with that is the Nine of Cups. That's getting your wishes coming true. And the King of Wands, which is the King of Action. So here, I think you have to be a little bit careful what you're wishing for or what you think is going to happen. Because if you think you're going to stay in this energy of not having what you want, then that is what's going to happen. There is hope. You can have your wishes coming true. And this is the card of action. And right at the centre of the reading, I said we had the gift of action, the divinely presented Ace of Wands, that you were not able to take the action just yet. Well, possibly somebody else is going to take action for you. This could be a Leo, Sagittarius or an Aries, masculine, stable, creative, go-getting, energetic. So we've got two kings on the table currently. In the personal position, we have the Queen of Cups. This is a very loving energy. I think, you know, you're being kind to yourself, hopefully. You're in the period of waiting, but you're getting on with life and things are good for you in a personal way. It's just that you haven't got yourself into a partnership, but that is changing. And whilst you are in this better energy and you're manifesting change, it's good to keep on nurturing and supporting yourself, actually. I think I'll take a clarifier for the Queen of Cups. It could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, feminine coming in a personal way. It looks like you probably have most things that you want. This is a nice home, it's enough money, it's a family, and you're feeling good in yourself. It's just that little tiny piece of partnership is not available to you currently. It's frustrating, and that's the overall energy. But don't forget, that is changing. I want to say this. That is changing. I have a feeling that what is going to happen is that the change is going to come in and it's going to start small. We've got a small token here and we have a love offer here, but there's something about the combination of these two cards that is making me feel like a partnership could start without you really noticing, which sounds a bit ridiculous. So it might be something that creeps up on you gradually, perhaps. And also earlier on, I wanted to say this felt sort of work-based. So I suppose it could be something that starts at work as a friendship. It could start as a small offer. Or another way of looking at it, it could be born out of some sort of disaster. Something could happen to you where you need assistance by somebody else. Hopefully nothing terrible. The Tower is a card of upheaval. Let's say if something breaks in the house and you have to get a workman in, I suppose it could be there, because this feels like home. It could be that something goes wrong in the home and that you meet somebody who comes to do work on the home, something like that. It all feels very unforced, if you know what I mean. In the home position, we have the Chariot. Things are changing at home, but then you want change. The Chariot is the card of almost changing. It's not actual change yet. You're getting ready for change. It could, and actually thinking about it, because I was linking the Tower to the home a minute ago, it could be that something is actually physically changing at home for you. Maybe you're moving house, something like that. Or maybe you end up with a leak or a flood or something and you have to move out of home. It's that sort of feeling. It's guided change for the better. Let's get a clarifier. Why do we have the Chariot in the home position? Well, we've got 2 here. Queen of Pentacles, knowing your own worth at home is good. Ooh, and love. Wow. So the change at home is being born out of you knowing what is good for you, knowing what you will and won't accept, what is serving you and what isn't serving you, knowing your own worth, combined with love. This feels like a mother's love to me. Yeah, and sort of combining that with the Queen of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. These 4 cards together, this is in the personal position and in the home position, along with the Chariot. You've got a lot of love and support personally and around you at home. What could be changing? Maybe your children are grown up and the change is that you can focus back on yourself again at home. Maybe you're going to move home. Here's another thing. Maybe moving home to benefit yourself is going to bring in a new love. That feels like it could be a thing. So there isn't anything here to say that you're moving countries. I wouldn't say, not yet anyway. But new love could be born out of a move at home. That's really good. So far, all of the options for meeting somebody new feel like they're going to come about in a very natural way. There is nothing forced here. There doesn't appear to be anything like dating or dating sites. That you could have something developing gradually at work. You could have something that needs attention in the home and you develop a connection that way. Or it could be that you decide to change home. You see, of course, if you move homes, you might move in next door to somebody who's single. I mean, it happens in books all the time. I don't see why it couldn't happen in real life. It's that sort of feeling. But all of this has been born out of the care and attention that you've been paying to yourself. And this is what I was saying before, that the wake-up call really was that the focus had to be back on you. And you've been victorious here in putting the focus back on you. And you will be victorious in getting the outcome that you want, which you are manifesting, because you know what you are worth and you know what you will and won't accept now. And I think for quite a long time that might have been an issue. I think perhaps you were very quick to offer your love and then not find it reciprocated, which is what we had in the past. Unreciprocated love, yeah. In the hopes and fears position, we have the Queen of Wands. This is the Queen of Action. We've already got the King of Action. This is a go-getting energy. This is dynamic force. So if you're hoping that you can change the situation you're in and bring about an energetic partnership, then you will. The Queen of Wands is also the intuitive queen. What you've been hoping to achieve is coming. You know what you're trying to manifest in, and you're hoping that that is going to be correct and that you can get this situation to change, and you can. Queen of Wands is the least fearful queen. There's no fear here at all. In the outcome we have, well, this is a twin flame card. You may have been in a twin flame connection. It could be that you have been manifesting that sort of depth of strength of feeling, that you want that sort of connection, and if you do, it's coming. It is in the outcome. What's coming with it are the 7 of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. The 7 of Swords would say that maybe this is a secret. Maybe you had a connection in the past that was secret with somebody that you had a strong connection with and great hope for the future with. If that's the case, I would say that that might well be coming back, because although the Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving knight, he is moving. And so potentially, if you've been in a secret twin flame connection, it could be coming back into proper union. That's one way of looking at it. The other way of looking at it is that this is a celebration, particularly if you link it in with the Hierophant, that could be a marriage. So if you've been hoping for a really good connection that is going to end up in devoted partnership and or marriage, then that is coming. That's coming after a period of feeling like you've not been making any progress at all and things have been difficult and slow. The 7 of Swords is a secret energy, and sometimes I read it as a 5 and a 2, and that would be choosing a battle. So it could feel like you have been battling hard to get to this point in your life, which is into proper union. And it could feel like it's been difficult, slow, and something about it a little bit unsavory. I mean, maybe in the past you had a lot of connections that didn't actually develop properly, and you don't want that in the future, and you're not going to have that in the future because the change has been made. It might feel to you like the change has been a bit slow in coming, but it is coming, because this is a celebration. This is the card of victory. This is wishes coming true. And this is new love. Now, we started off with a love offer coming in, and you have been manifesting what you want. And I think it's important to clarify the fact that you know what you want. Just thinking as well, it could indicate that in the next 4 to 6 weeks, because this is a timing card here, potentially you might be going to some sort of celebration. Do we need to know anything more? There's a lot of hope here. We've got 2 kings out, got 3 queens out. Yeah, good news. If there's some sort of celebration in the future to do with a child, so maybe it could be, well, I can't think what sort of celebration, a birthday party or something. You could meet somebody at a child's party or a child's celebration, something like that. Do we need to know any more? Oh, yeah. Well, this is another divinely presented gift. We've got 3 of the 4 aces here. You're being gifted the card of action, dynamic energy in action, new love, and now an engagement or a large sum of money or a new home. Yeah, very good. It's reminding me of this page here. Whatever you're being offered in the future that looks small has got great potential to grow. And I think you'll know that fairly quickly, actually. You're celebrating. You've got a lot going for you. This celebration in the future has got real potential to bring you what you want. This feels like a party. It feels like maybe you could meet somebody at a party. Could be a child's party. Could be any sort of party. If it does feel a little bit like you might have been at a children's party and you might have met somebody there, but you haven't really thought about them. These are 2 children. But that it's got potential to make you happy. Wow. Well, what's really good is you've got a lot of offers along the way, because I'll just go through them all now. We've got the Knight of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, younger man. The King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, stable man. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, dynamic king. We've got the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, feminine. Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, feminine. Queen of Wands. Yeah, actually, we've even got a king and queen pair here. Actually, if you're watching this and you're a fire sign, I think there's great potential to actually come into connection with another fire sign, because that's the only actual matching pair that we've got. Yeah. Love is coming because you have been manifesting it. Try and remove the fear that you're going to be stuck in this waiting energy for a long time. You're not going to be. Your wishes are going to come true. You are going to be happy, and things are changing. Most definitely. Things are changing for the better. So well done. If you've been working on yourself, that's going to make all the difference. This reading was for the next 4 to 6 weeks. It feels to me like the way you're meeting somebody is either in a very natural, progressive way, either at work or meeting somebody who's working on your house, or if you're moving home, or it could be a twin flame connection coming back around that is currently in separation, or you could be meeting somebody at some sort of celebration. Well, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please like and subscribe so that I can read your energy more easily, which will help me to do more accurate readings for you in the future. If you would like a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. But until the next time, this has been the Timeless Tarot. Goodbye.